Today is very special day. Special day uh, for one extraordinary mankind, compassionate, wisdom, realized person. It's called the Buddha Shakyamuni. And in this world, more than the 2000 years ago, one mankind appeared, and that person's he founded the name of enlightenment. And this position, this attainment, and this kind of great achievement can everybody is possible. But of course, before the Buddha, and nobody's discovered that. We only looking something externally in order to find some great achievement for happiness. But this person is most peerless science, peerless archaeology, peerless of psychologic or psychotherapist or psychiatrist, and peerless human researcher and learned scholar and great professor or professor. And thanks, he discovered great compassion realization, or the path of the compassion, or activity of the compassion, and a great happy cause, happy result, and benefit all creatures. That the founder's name is one India person, is called the Buddha Shakyamuni. And particularly in this month, very special month, according to his beneficial activities. For instance, the 7th of this month, according to Buddhist astrologies. 7th, he born in this world, the place we call the Lumbini. And of course, everybody's say in the today 15, and also Buddha's birthday. Birthday, not the he first entered into the mother's womb, Mayas. But there's a little bit different that. But anyway, and this month, the 7th, 100% he born in this world. And 12th of this month, and he be enlightenment underneath of the Bodhi tree in the Bodhi Gaya. And also he parinirvana, also like the same day, and 12th, but that is like a kind of to move in the full moon and 15 days. It's today. And he is like kind of the beginning. He concerning limitless sentient beings. Thinking limitless sentient beings, but what he think, he want to eliminate limitless sentient beings' suffering. Not only him to be happiness, but only solely concerning for the sentient beings' sufferings. Therefore, he at the beginning generate or to have extraordinary kindness mind. In the Buddhist terminology, say the bodhicitta or the compassion, impartiality concerning. And then in the middle he apply it, according to the compassions, in order to find perfect happiness. And he 6 years applied that through his compassion, meditate on compassion, practice on compassion, reflect on the compassion, and cultivate compassions in order to find happiness for sentient beings. Finally, he achieved, he realized that the essential core or the main principal point of the meaning of the compassions that he discovered in his mind. And he himself automatically to completely free from all the samsaric sufferings. And afterward, he proclaim to say, please everybody's apply like this, to follow, to practice, cultivate your own compassion, wisdom. You will become same as me. You will become free from all the samsaric sufferings. You don't need rely on any externally God or Buddha, deity or any others. You can to manage yourself. You have your own jewel, precious resource of the happiness. That is your own inner, the nature or the bodhicitta or the positive mind. If you develop that, you can to be extraordinary mankind. You become extraordinary beneficial for yourself to others. That is proclaimed or he confirmed. And then he himself, he's become the fantastic person. He's become like this. Golden skin and extraordinary kind of the mankind. Of course, he's generally very handsome, but after he become enlightenment, he's become the really shine. And there's the one sutta in the Samandhi Raja Sutta, it says, those who, while walking, sitting, standing, or the sleeping, recollect the moon-like Buddha or sun-like Buddha, like this, will always be in the Buddha's present and will attain vast parinirvana. Nirvana, that means if you do like this, or you collect the sun like Buddha or moon like Buddha, and you automatically you become the same as him and vast nirvana. And his pure body is like kind of color of gold, extraordinary. And if you recollect Buddha's body, speech and mind, and then it's like you also will become the same as him, because fundamentally based your mind and Buddha's mind absolutely same, not different. But all Buddha and ourselves, or the sentient beings, mind itself, it is extraordinary. What is the extraordinary? It can become the source of the both happy and sorrow. And of course, if it has become the source of the sorrow, is the source of the samsaric, lot of complications. But that is the removable, we can do changeable. The mind itself, nothing fixated, really wonderful. We can do change, not forever. We can do change, to shift into the positive way, to cultivate the positive, like compassion, wisdoms. Then our mind is become the perfect source of the happiness. Even that our mind is become the enlightenment. That is the very important we have. We have really in our mind. Thanks Buddha, he discovered that. Generally, we all the time we think we are very bad. We are very much saying, we say, I am nothing. I'm not very valuable. I'm just nothing, I'm ordinary. We don't recognize our own qualities. We don't recognize our like kind of the inner precious, the like kind of valuable. And then we all the time is looking something externally, rely on externally. And Buddha, he said that externally all the appearances is like they are 8 similar illusions. What does it mean? Like externally, like rainbow, dream, hallucination, echo, mirage. You follow up there, but you never catch, you never succeeded. You more follow, you become more confused. You more take refuge in externally, you become more sufferings. And in this perspective, we need to discover our own precious, inner our own qualities, our own potential, our own Buddha nature. And same as we have the seed of the hymn, Buddha. That like kind of, therefore, like kind of the extraordinary, like gold, beautiful, it is the protector of the world. Whoever visualize him like this way, practice the meditation of the Buddha Shakyamuni, like this kind of position, exactly like this. I'm showing you. This statue is in Buddha Gaya, in this like one almost Buddha, same as to be alive, like he was like this. And he was India's like face, body, India's like humans style. But inner is the Buddha. It doesn't matter he's India or Tibetan or Chinese or European, but he's enlightenment. Whoever become like same as him, extraordinary. And the Buddha, we call the Buddha Shakyamuni. Whoever like kind of the practice, meditate on it, that is the great Bodhisattva. In keeping with this, we should practice remembering our incompatible teacher, peerless, extraordinary, all the times compassionate teacher, wisdom teacher, non-harming teacher, founder of the peace, enlightenment. Therefore we call the incompatible teacher. The Lord of the Sage, who is the Buddha Shakyamuni. And if like this sort of, if you want to practice continue, it is the really extraordinary. And also like this, in the generally, whatever you are the doing, whether it is the moving or the walking, sleeping and sitting, you should concentratedly remember the Buddha Shakyamuni and him. This. Even at the night, when you go to sleep, consider that the radiance of the Buddha's form illuminates the whole of the space in the every direction, like up, down, 4 directions, subdirections, lighting it up as the brightly as the during the day, like same as the during the day. At all times, emulate like Buddha's action. How we can to emulate the Buddha's actions? Generate bodhicitta concerning purely sentient beings' benefit, conduct according to the 6 transcendent great perfections, 6 transcendent perfections like generosity, discipline, patience, diligent, meditative concentration, wisdoms, and such beneficial conduct. This we need to emulate Buddha's actions. And also we need to emulate Buddha's like action of the verb, to telling truth and give us wonderful, nice, pleasant to others, recite the mantras, prayers, and to stop all the negative kind of the verbally. And also we need to emulate Buddha's mantras action, meditate, cultivate our own bodhicitta, cultivate our own wisdom, and constantly benefit for the sentient beings. Like this kind of Buddha's action, from the moment he first generated the mind of the awakened, exactly, and the early or the first like kind of the preliminary and the beginning, he like kind of the to have a great like kind of concerning benefit for sentient beings, like generate warm-hearted, good-hearted, and purely concerning other sentient beings benefit. That is we call the first generate the mind of the awakening. And it's very important for ourselves. In the morning when you wake up first time, you should to generate bodhicitta. When you in the start your job, you need to generate bodhicitta. And you start your eating, you need to generate bodhicitta. You start talking and also need to generate bodhicitta. You working, talking, sleeping, any kind of action. First, our like kind of the to leader or like kind of the preliminary, and it's like kind of the start process. It is the generated bodhicitta. That is the kind of the awakening, and follow the example of the Buddha and the great Bodhisattvas of the past, present, and the futures. Like maintain your commitment, precious bodhicitta, absolutely. And last time we started like this, and you know the bodhicitta means compassion, kind, love. This kind of you should to develop, they said. Wonderful, this kind of the persons. Everybody is become like this. It's possible. It's wonderful. This is really is a kind of the possible. And without ever allowing it to wave. Exter yourself as much as possible in the Bodhisattva's conduct in the generosity and concerning all the benefit for the sentient beings. That I would to express today is the very important. To me is like pray the Buddha Shakyamunis, to taking vows of the bodhicitta, to generate each moment bodhicittas. And the practice of the like kind of the shunyata and the vipassana, and particularly so as the making meaningful the freedoms and the advantages of this human existence. And also that is the very, very important. It is said that several in the sutta and the tantas, mainly hearing the name of our teacher, incompatible teacher, peerless teacher of the Buddha, Shakyamuni, and ensure that one will gradually process along the path to great enlightenment without ever like kind of the mistake or failing back. It is also like said the Bodhisattvas in the suit and above what I said in the Samandi Raja Sutta, and many is like they said, and it was through the force of the discovering this kind of the benefit, if you recollected the incompatible Buddha Shakyamunis, and like this, and to be the like same as the hymn. If you are like kind of during the meditative concentration, any kind of the meditation of the Vipassana or the Shamantas, to remember the Buddha and develop the bodhicitta, and that is the Bodhisattva's conduct, like attitude. And through the simply hearing is even the Buddha's like kind of the activities, conducts. It's the vast kind of the accumulation of the merit naturally, easily be gained. All the like kind of karmic obscuration will be purified. And when it is recited, the obstacle will not occur. This has been taught in the many kind of in the Sutta and Tanta, particularly in the Pajina Paramita Sutta, and says, for example, if you recite the Dharani Sutta or the Dharani mentor of the Buddha Shakyamuni's mentor, like the Yatha Om Mani Mani Mahamani Sohas, as much as you can to recite it. And today it is very, very important. That is I want to say. And also I want to wish for you become same as him in this life and benefit for all the sentient beings. And I want to say this one is send you message. Maybe if you like, you can do a little bit to study. Maybe this afternoon in Dharma cities to organize something, pray for the Buddhas and there's Trukun Rinpoche and other summons. And you can to participate, and it is very good benefit for you. If you become the enlightenment, is you become the same as the him, marvelous. I'm taking immediately refuge in you. I will pray for you, and also I will kind of consider you as the Buddha. Okay, thanks. I want to this express is just today I'm a holiday, and I'm just I love him very much. I want to follow him. I want to become same as him, but I'm not a good follower. I'm not a good practitioner. But why I'm a follow him? Why I'm studying his speech or the advice? Because of the compassion, because of the wisdom, and therefore, and I'm just family's perspective. I'm sending this message. If you like to watch, if you are not much interest, forget it. Okay, la? Message. Thank you very much. Thank you, la.